always stay ready. Hey, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, we ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Dragoso video. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the Trunks bundle that just came out a few hours ago. But before we talk about it, let's go ahead and make an announcement. I am so close to 5,000 subscribers, guys. You guys are doing awesome. I am so close. I am 80 subs away. Now, if we can get to 5,000 subscribers, I will do a giveaway live stream where I'm giving away the Frost Aura. That is right. This aura right here that you see in my inventory. Hold on, let's pull it up for you. This aura right here, the legendary Frost Aura. I will be giving this away, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright, so the Trunks bundle just dropped a few hours ago, and I have to say, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this bundle. But before we actually talk about the bad stuff about this bundle, let's talk about the good stuff, because I want to get some good things off my chest about this bundle. One of the good things is the outfit. I'm not gonna lie. Trunks outfit looks amazing. Like, I really do like this outfit design, and it might be one of my favorite outfits to wear going forward, at least until they add something like God of Destruction outfits or something like that. But this outfit is really nice. I really do like it. Like, I can't hate. Let me show you guys a better look on it. I cannot hate against this outfit. Like, just look at this. This is clean. This is clean. And obviously later on, from what the developers say, we're going to be able to, you know, change the color of the outfit, which is going to be awesome. Like, I can see it now. I'm going to walk around with a red jacket on, probably make my pants white. Like, I don't know. I'm going to try out some different color combinations, but definitely I'm excited for it. Like, this drip looks good. Like, I can't lie. It looks good. And then obviously if we look at the hair model looks good. I don't know why it's glowing pink right now. I don't know if that's just like, you know, what it's supposed to do. I know it glows when you go Super Saiyan, which makes sense, but when you're in base form, I don't know why it glows. It's a little bit jarring, and it's honestly a little bit distracting, but other than that, the hair model itself, I actually really do like this hair model. I really prefer this hair over the original Trunks hair model. I don't know why. I just really like it. Like, there's nothing for me to really dislike about this, although the physics on his hair, the hair physics, are really bad. Guys, if you get this hair, if you get this bundle, turn off the hair physics. Unless you really like the hair physics, turn them off, because it is horrible with this hair. The reason why is because when you run, these side bangs right here, they get pushed back. Well, obviously, like, you know, you're running, so they get pushed back. But not only that, the front bangs here also get pushed back. Now, they get pushed back into your face. So it's really distracting. Actually, let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Let me turn on my hair physics, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when you're running. It's really distracting. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so look at this. Like, obviously it makes sense for like the side hairs to move. That makes sense. But look at the two bangs there. You see how they just clip right into your face? Like, that is just really distracting. The only thing I could think of for them to fix this is to like turn down the forks. Like, basically have it move just a little bit. Maybe the front bangs don't need to move, to be honest with you. The front bangs could be perfectly still. Or if you do make them move, like, make them not, I don't know, just make them not move like that if possible. But the side bangs, definitely, like, they can move, but just, I don't know, man. It just looks really weird. Okay, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to fix this, but it looks really weird. Maybe, like, if you turn down the physics somehow and just make them move just ever so slightly when you walk, like, that would be fine. But I don't know, man. They look really weird. It looks just not great. So I'll definitely recommend that you guys turn off the hair physics when you get this bundle. Another thing I really like about the Trunks bundle is actually the sword. Now, we're going to talk about, you know, the sword skills a little later, but the sword model itself, this is a really good looking sword model. Like, this is clean. I really enjoy how this model looks. Like, compare this sword right here. Compare this, right? Let's go ahead and bring out the other sword model that we have. Compare Trunks sword to this big old sword here. Just compare the two. Like, don't get me wrong. The dark great sword is pretty cool. Obviously, it's like a reference to, I think it's a reference to Black Clover. No, not Black Clover. What is that show called? Actually, no, I think it is Black Clover. Yeah, no, this is a reference to Black Clover. But obviously, like, I'm gonna be honest here. The sword model, at least to me, even though it is a reference to Black Clover, it doesn't really look all that great to me personally. I don't know. I really like the look of Trunks' sword. Like, I really like the look of this a lot better. It just, I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's like the little, like, details they put into the texture of it where it kind of, like, shines. But I don't know. I really like it though. I really like the model. And the very last good thing that we could talk about this bundle, because we're about to get into the bad stuff, okay? We're about to get into the bad stuff. But the last good thing I can talk about is this, like, sword sheath that you have on your back. Now, when you sheath your weapon, you have to unequip it. Now, when you unequip it, it goes right into your back. Now, obviously, right now, it's a little buggy. It doesn't line up perfectly. All they really have to do, to be honest with you, is just make the actual blade itself transparent and then just line it up to where the hilt, the hilt or like the guard or whatever is like right where it should be on the sheath. But other than that, like it's kind of cool. It's a cool idea. Like I really do like this. How you can kind of just unequip the sword and it goes on your back, and then you re-equip it and it goes into your hand. Like that's pretty cool. And it'll be even more awesome if they added some type of animation for that. But maybe that's going a little too far. I don't know. It'll be cool though if they did that. But let's talk about the bad, because oh boy, there are two big things about this bundle that may get fixed in the future. I just want to clarify that it may get fixed in the future. But there are two major issues that I have with this bundle right now that kind of makes me feel like they should have like waited a little longer to release this bundle, and they should have made sure that there were more stuff in this bundle. But let's just rip the band-aid off. The first thing that I really dislike about this bundle is something to do with the hair. Now, obviously, I said before that this hair model is pretty cool. I do like it, and I do stand by that. But here's a big problem. When you transform with this hair, it doesn't change. That's a big problem with me. Now, obviously, some hairs in Dragon Soul don't change when you transform, and I understand that. But I feel like when you introduce these new hair types, these new hairstyles, just add one more like Super Saiyan version of it. Please, just add one Super Saiyan version of it, at least, so it looks a little different when you transform. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So first, we're going to equip let's go ahead and equip Super Saiyan, right? We're going to equip Super Saiyan. And then we're going to turn on, where is it at? We're going to turn on Lore Accurate Transformation and then hit save. Now let's transform. Yeah. You just turn blonde. That's all it is. The hair doesn't change. Like, there's a nice little glow around it, which I really do like. I really do like this glow. But nothing else changes. It doesn't stand up. It doesn't go into a Super Saiyan look. It's just Trunks with blonde hair that kind of glows, and it's really weird. It doesn't look right. Now, obviously, they said they're going to fix this, they're going to change it, so we just have to wait on them to do that. But right now, as it is, it's kind of throwing me off, and it's kind of the reason why I don't like to use lore accurate forms, because stuff like this. But I don't know, that's just me being nitpicky, I guess. I just don't like the fact that the hair doesn't change. But like I said, they're going to add that in the future. They're going to fix that. So it's nothing really too big to complain about. But the very last thing that I'm going to complain about, and this is my biggest issue with the bundle, my absolute biggest problem, and this might, upset some of you guys. This might make some of you not want to purchase this bundle because of this. My biggest issue with the Trunks bundle is the fact that you only get one move, and this one move is only tied to the sword. But here's the thing, the sword later on in the future is going to become free. It's going to be part of a quest. So essentially, you're only buying this bundle for the clothes. You're not buying it for the sword, because the sword is eventually going to become free to play, which I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. The problem is you're purchasing this bundle expecting maybe that this sword would be, unique to it, but it's not. And it only has one move, which is tied to the sword, which eventually the sword becomes free. So that's my biggest issue. And I think a way to address this, especially with the pricing of the Trunks bundle, keep in mind, guys, it's fine if they want to just have, the Trunks bundle only be cosmetic. That's fine if they do that. But here's the issue. it costs 500 Robux for this. When you have Drip Goku or the Drip set, that only costs 300 Robux. This will be less of a hassle or less of a pain if the Trunks bundle costs 300 Robux instead of 500. But the fact that it costs 500 Robux, I think they need to give us a little more. I'm not gonna lie, I think they need to give us a little more. Now, there's one skill idea, one move idea that I have that I think would fit perfectly for the Trunks bundle. That will perfectly make it be worth 500 Robux or 2,500 GP. This is my skill idea, right? So, if you guys remember when Trunks in Dragon Ball Z fought Frieza for the first time and killed Frieza, he did this really cool like sword slash, and then right afterwards he put his hand up and blasted Frieza into nothing. That, I thought that was so cool. Obviously that was like our first introduction to Trunks, and it was the coolest thing ever. And I'm kind of disappointed that we don't have that skill or that move a part of the Trunks bundle because it's so iconic. And the fact that Trunks uses his sword to do it, it just makes more sense. And I feel like we should get that skill. If we do get it, it should be like a melee skill or maybe a key skill, whatever you want to do it. But we should definitely get that as a skill. I feel like that would make the Trunks bundle worth a lot more if we had that skill. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys what the skill looks like in case you're curious about it. Because the skill does look cool. It is a cool looking skill and it's actually very useful for PvP. But outside of PvP, it's just a simple sword skill. It's not really all that special. But I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. We're going to try this sword skill out and just see how much damage we do with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and try out this sword skill on Turles. Let's just see how much damage we do to him. So first, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to eat my fruit. I was going to eat my fruit, but I'm not going to do it. So let's go ahead and fight Turles, and I'm going to show you guys what this sword skill looks like. So come here, Turles. Come here. Time to get this Trunks sword. You know what I'm saying? Time to get this Trunks sword. Go ahead and go into your second phase for me. Thank you, Turles. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now, let me show you what this Trunks sword do. All right, hold on. We gotta wait for his attack to go away. There we go. Okay, of course he's blocking. But this is what the animation looks like. It is really cool, and I do like it. But like I said, I think this sword or this bundle will be worth it even more if we had an additional skill that was unique to the bundle itself. Because eventually, like I said, this sword right here is going to become free to play, meaning that the sword skill is going to become free, meaning that it's not unique to this bundle anymore. And that's the problem. That's one of the major problems I have. So Dragon Soul devs, if you guys are watching this, I would either do one of two things. Either add another skill, maybe 2 more skills, or 3 to this bundle to justify the price of it, or at the very least, reduce the cost of the bundle from 500 to maybe even 300 Robux or 350 if you really want to get a little pricey with it. Just lower it down, because at this point in time, people are only paying 500 Robux for cosmetics, for an outfit, which some people that might be fine, for others it might be a little too much. And obviously, going based off of past game passes, like the drip set, it's only 300 Robux, and this is pure cosmetic. I would be completely fine if the Trunks bundle or Brave bundle costed 300 Robux instead of 500. But the fact that it does cost 500 Robux, and the fact that this sword is going to become free in the future, I think you guys should at least add an additional skill that is very unique to this bundle only. And maybe even throw in something extra. Maybe, the Rage transformation here, the Super Saiyan Rage transformation, give us the ability to learn Kaioken with it. Or, matter of fact, if we buy the Trunks bundle, give us Super Saiyan Rage for free. Just give it to us. Just hand it to us. And maybe, just for the people who own the bundle, maybe, increase the stats of Super Saiyan Rage just a little bit, just a tiny bit, maybe by like 5% or 10% or 15%, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. That's what I would do at the very least. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Trunks bundle later on in the future, because obviously right now, The bundle is still very fresh. They may do some changes to it in the future, so we'll just have to see. But with that being said, that is it for today's video, and that is it for the Trunks bundle review. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. It's been your boy Takeoi. Peace out.